Last question of the spotlight is always our question of the week. And this week, the question is the manufacturing sector doing enough to address mental health?
Yeah, and so despite that the discussions for mental health are opening up, which is great, I think the short answer is no, because there's still stigma and there's still stereotypes that exist. Now, men make up about 75% of the manufacturing workforce, and engineers are twice as likely to share information about their physical health than their mental health. And now we all know that men aren't very forthcoming when it comes to discussing your physical health or going to the doctors and things. And so the mental health is really not being discussed enough. And now nearly 1 in 5 engineers have actually lost a work colleague to suicide. So it is really serious. And there's a report from Make UK suggesting that there's a lack of structure and a lack of planned wellbeing agendas in the sector. And yet there's a research from Cambridge University showing that engineering methods have been proven to be very effective in helping identify, prioritize, and intervene in mental health challenges. So we know there's a challenge here, and if we applied the diligence and the innovation that we do to our engineering challenges to mental health, we could make real inroads to the issues of mental health and the wellbeing challenges. So we've got the skills to do it. We just need to get on with it.
Yeah, interesting. So this is totally off script. No, we haven't planned this at all. But kind of follow up to that, is there anything that the manufacturing companies can sort of immediately put into practice? You know, something they can just, obviously it's not, there's never going to be a switch that you can be like, oh, all of a sudden mental health is absolutely fine. But are there any kind of tips or anything that a company thinking, well, I need to do something, what can I do now? What would you suggest?
I think the first thing really is to look at your workforce, look at your sickness absence data and what's that actually telling you. Are you even recording it at all? Because I've seen some organizations where someone's been off, they don't know what for or how long, you know. So looking at that data, looking at those metrics, is there something quite obvious? Is there a particular department that's struggling with mental health? That's a really easy, quick win, if you like. But for a longer term solution, you really need to take your mental health and well-being in the workplace seriously and just have a think about what it is that you want to do and what you're trying to achieve. I think the danger for a lot of organizations is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. They think, oh gosh, I've got to do something. Let's get a masseuse in to give everybody a head massage at lunchtime. And that's nice, but it's not going to cause, you know, the real long-term impact and really ingrain a culture of well-being in that organization. So I think you need to take a step back initially and just have a think about what it is you're trying to achieve. Look at your data, look at your sickness absence metrics and see where is the help and extra support needed, and then create a plan. And as Colin's just mentioned in the previous question, it's all about having that process in place. And if that framework is there, if there's a wellbeing policy agenda there, then it's really a case of just following through with that and being consistent.
Yeah, brilliant. I think that's really useful. Yeah, like we say, it's never gonna, you can't have a short-term fix like head massage, like you said. Very nice to have, would be lovely. Not sure how that would really work in a sort of manufacturing shop floor, but you know, could be interesting. But yeah, long-term processes always are gonna make more of a difference, aren't they? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think that's everything for this week. Lucy, Edgar and Colin Noble of Human Everything, thank you very much for joining me in the engine room.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Cheers.